Germany. And I hope to gain new insights how we can measure wealth inequality in a multi-dimensional dimension and ways. Yep.
Good evening. My name is Victoria Kronemeyer. I'm also a master's student at the University of Duisburg-Essen in Germany. My master's is in international relations and development policy. And I recently started working on my master's thesis on political settlements in Africa, East Africa actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing a lot of perspectives on political settlements, on wealth and inequality in, from African voices actually. I think that's going to be very valuable for me. So I'm excited for this. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Marla Feldwig. I'm also from the University of Duisburg-Essen in Germany, studying socioeconomics. My research interest is also in wealth inequality, but in our course we mostly tackled wealth inequality or income inequality in the global north. So I'm quite interested in gaining new insight in wealth inequality research in Africa, and yeah, that's the main point.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Stefan. I am also from the University of Duisburg-Essen, and I'm doing my master studies in socioeconomics. My hope for the summer school is that I can develop some more knowledge on wealth inequality research with regards to Africa, because it most certainly differs from wealth inequality research in Europe, especially with regards to power relations or power structures that derive from wealth inequality.
Hello everyone, my name is Paula Bünger and I'm also studying socioeconomics in my master's at the University of Duisburg-Essen in Germany. And I'm really looking forward to gain some new perspectives from African countries and researchers on wealth inequality, and I think also like gender aspects and topics around land issues will be very interesting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
I don't know. You already introduced yourself. Okay, but.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Helen Remamu. I'm a researcher of Makerere University, and I mainly specialize in social injustice. I've come with a lot running in my mind, but I have an open mind to learn a lot. Mainly, I want to learn or hear the different perspectives our presenters, the professors, have to say about wealth inequality, as well as to hear from you people what you have to say. So I'm really here to learn. I have an open mind, like I've said. That's why I'm here. And also, I believe what I'm going to learn is going to help me with my proposal for my PhD, which is in regards to inequality of the vulnerable, specifically the women and the people with disability. I thank Dr. Naiga so much for inviting me for this summer program. Thank you.
Good evening, members. My name is Tusubira Edward. I have just finalized my master's in natural resource. I stumbled in this topic for the first time, and my interest is from my background. I did in the land. I'm a land surveyor, and I have a concern when it comes to indigenous people who have natural resources endowed with a lot of land, especially those which are capital intensive. When such projects come, these people become victims at the end of the day. And I have only seen one group, the environmentalists, who are activists in that area. So today I'm seeing another group. I just want to see what are we talking about it, what are we planning to do about it, and how can I be part of this? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sangendo Yahya Maseruka, a PhD student at Makerere University. My expectation to learn more about what influences that inequality and what should be done to reduce it in Uganda and Africa in general. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ruba Moses, PhD student, Department of History, Archaeology, and Heritage Studies. As a historian, I expect, why Africa? Why Africa? Why are we studying wealth inequalities in Africa? Who is responsible for these inequalities? Could there also be inequalities in the metropole? And lastly, what could be the solution for these inequalities? I'm interested in that because my research topic is about socio-economic exclusion of the Batwa in Kisoro district. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. My name is Faustin Maganga, Associate Professor from St. John's University of Tanzania in Dodoma. Very happy to be here, and I'll use my time here, of course, to get to know people, interact with people, but also I'll be sharing insights from a research project that we've done with colleagues from University of Michigan, 17 years of work. So one of the presentations would be on methodology for collecting wealth data, rural wealth data in rural Tanzania. So I'll be doing that together with Professor Howard Stein. But the second presentation would be to share insights about the winners and losers in the conservation enterprise in Tanzania. In our country, we've actually reserved about 50% of the land for conservation, for national parks, game reserves, wildlife management areas, and so on and so forth. So who are the winners and who are the losers? So I'll be sharing insights from Tanzania. Thank you so much.
Yes, good evening, team. This is Bamtaza Hanifa, a master's student from Development Studies. Me and my region where I come from, we seem to be stuck within that topic. So I'm delighted to be here to learn more, to unlearn and learn, and get new information from the interactions from different people here and take back home. Then the other thing, I'm also glad to have new learnings that will enable me go back to the organization that I'm working for to have an add up to the proposal writing so that we can win projects which can help the youth in different regions where we're operating, at least to uplift them and curb down the word inequalities. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Simon Peter Ola is my name. I'm from Gulu University. My expectation is to learn more and network. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm called Jeremiah Mblamani, a PhD student from Makerere University. My expectation is to learn more about wealth inequalities amongst people with disabilities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Francis Mugoda Kedi is my name, from Moni University in Arua. And I'm also an applicant for this wealth inequality research in Africa. Besides, my interest basically is focusing on refugees and host communities, gender inequalities in those communities. And that is where I've picked a lot of interest that I've decided to participate in this session. Thank you.
Hello again, my name is Jörg Wiekratz. I'm a lecturer at the University of Leeds, also research fellow at the University of Johannesburg, and I normally have a great interest in economic development matters. I've studied industrial development and agricultural value chains a lot. My PhD was about coffee issues and matters of fraud and business culture and the moral climate around business making, business and money making. And then also more recently, I have interest in economic pressure and stress in the city due to financial matters and so on, and finally commercialization. So I'm just very happy about this topic. I'm very excited that you put this thing together and invited all of us and in this wonderful venue. And I look forward to learning and networking and then the future ever after, what comes out of this conference. So thank you. And it's a great room to be in, really. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Resti, for the opportunity. Once again, my name is Bonnie Kagawa. I teach at Makerere University Business School in the Department of Entrepreneurship and Innovation, but I'm also a mentor at the MOOBS Entrepreneurship Innovation and Incubation Center. Still at MOOBS, we speak to young people about ideas, turning ideas into opportunities and businesses. But I also run a safari company called Likana Safaris Uganda. It's basically a tour and travel agency. I'm a PhD candidate as well. My research is on tourism and youth, a springboard for economic growth and development in Uganda. And I'm trying to look at how 700,000 graduates in Uganda can't fit in the 90,000 jobs that are created every year. That is going to probably increase the income gap. But to Professor Jacob, Howard, and Jörg, and the delegation from Germany and the United States, welcome to Uganda. We are largely a very peaceful country, and everyone smiles in Uganda. It's because we are landlocked, so we have to be friendly to Kenya so that our goods get here. But enjoy the culture, enjoy the food, and the best weather as well during your stay here. But my expectations, one, to make friendship with resourceful people here for paper development and publication opportunities, especially those ones coming from the Global South. How best can our research in Africa probably get space in publishing houses and journals in the United States, in Germany, so that people read our thoughts, and how can they influence policy? And then lastly is to basically to know how to write papers, academic papers that can actually turn into policy and action papers. For us, as a university, we are ranked on research, but also to pick here some insights from the presentations, from the program, as I've seen, so that I share with my friends in the business school. But lastly, those ones who have visited Uganda for the first time, the poor in Uganda don't sleep, and the rich also don't sleep. Why? The poor are not sleeping because they are hungry, and the rich are not sleeping because the poor are awake, and that explains the income inequality. The rich in Uganda, they have a big gate, big house, live fence, an armed person, a German Shepherd dog, electricity, CCTV camera, and they are not happy. They are not contented. They think the poor people will grab, break, and steal. So that explains the income inequality in this country. When you move around to see the rich people in this country, they are all guarded. Live fences, electric fences, askaris, German Shepherd dogs, and CCTV cameras. But even at night, they are not comfortable because they think the poor will steal from them. So I'm here to learn the real perspective of inequality in Africa and Uganda as a case. It's a pleasure, and glad to meet everyone here. God bless you.
You just created a very serious time inequality, disparity. Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Arup Chatterjee, and I'm from the Southern Center for Inequality Studies in Johannesburg, South Africa. Thank you very much for inviting me here. I'm really looking forward to the week. And I'm really excited that there's a workshop specifically on wealth. I think there's a lot that happens on different forms of inequality, but not wealth. So really excited to be here and learning from everyone in this room. Yeah, and we'll chat later. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And we apologize for the late time management. We had a few technical challenges. At this moment, please allow me to invite Dr. Resti back to give us the last word and directions where we shall have dinner. Thank you very much.
Good evening once again, and we thank you so much for making time this evening and for being patient with us. So tomorrow we begin at 9, and let's try to keep time and manage time better than we did today. So I would like to invite you for the dinner. Some of us are residents and others are non-residents, so the resident students will host us this evening. So we shall have our dinner at Mugenyi Flats down there, below Mitchell. You are all welcome for the dinner, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 9. Thank you once again.
So I would like to request residents, like Doctor has said, to guide the visitors to Mugenyi Flats. But just in case, there is a white building behind here. It's the building next. I'm sure you'll see people walking down there. And just try to keep an eye on someone who has been here if you can't find the place. Thank you very much.
Number one, way of no. Okay, I'm going to get some people, but not all. Let's talk to someone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please try to move at once, otherwise some people will not be able to find the place. Try to move as a group so that you're able to find a place for dinner. Thank you.